Good afternoon. Welcome to everybody that's with us tonight. We're thankful to have you in our meeting. I do call this meeting of the Public Schools of Robeson County Board of Education together in order for July the 9th, 2024. This time we'll have an invocation. Anyone that we need to remember, let's do that, please. So reserve a moment of silence, please. We bow our heads. Amen. This time, if you stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Cole, do we have Mrs. Terry on virtually? Great. So we say welcome to Terry. At this time, we'll have the oath of office for our re-elected board members. We recognize the Honorable James Gregory Bell, Senior Resident Superior Court Judge, 20th Judicial District, Robeson County. Okay, Judge Bell. And again,
Thanks, sir. That was a lot to say, wasn't it?
it was.
That was a lot to say. You could just say Greg Bell's here.
You are the right to have all that said before.
All right, thank you, sir.
Let's ask all of our board members if you can re-elect the oath of office at this time. Our family members, you want to stand with you, please? Family members. See you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to not block you.
I think this meets the definition of all in the family, right?
Yeah. Thank you. All right, if everybody will raise your right hand. Okay, not the kids, just the people being sworn in. So I'll say I and state your name, then I'll read the rest of the paragraph and ask you to say I do or I will. All right? I state your name. Do solemnly affirm that I will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, and I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office as a member of the Public Schools of Robeson County Board of Education. So help me God. If you agree, say I do. I state your name. Do solemnly and sincerely affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, and that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, to the best of my knowledge and ability, so help me God. If you agree, say I do. I state your name. Further affirm that I will well and truly execute the duties of the office as a member of the Public Schools of Robeson County Board of Education according to the best of my skill and ability, according to law, so help me God. If you agree, say I do. All right, congratulations. 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 Amen. Contact. That everybody.
Okay, we would like for two things to happen. One, any board members that want to say something, please do. And then can we get pictures of the families or the board members as families and board members individually? Yes, we can do that. So at this time, I open the floor. Any board member that wants to share any comment, please do it at this time.
I'd like to say Henry Brewer at large, covering the entire district. I have to say that, it's been a task, but thank God we have had a board that worked together in a way that we made the right decisions for students of Robeson County. Looking forward to continuing that for the next 4 years. And I want to thank all my supporters. Thank you.
I would like to thank all my family, my supporters, for my Vontae Leach at large, for my second term. Really want to thank my family, because when you out in political office and stuff, your family's out there too. They're in the political run, they're in the political race. They hear the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I just want to thank them for their support.
John Simmons, District 1. First and foremost, I want to give honor to God. Without him, none of this would be possible. And I want to thank my family. Being a board member, they are part of that too, because they have to listen to the calls and the gripes and all that. Most important, I want to thank people of District 1 for re-electing me. I'm going to do what God asked me to do, and that's give it all to the public schools of Robeson County. Thank you.
Craig Lowry, District 5 representative. And as everyone said, obviously you thank God first, but family and my wife Elaine and my son Elliot and daughter Anya and our children, grandchildren. That's why we do this, children and grandchildren. I was saying sometimes people don't think that's why we do it, but if you didn't care for children, you wouldn't do this business. And as they said, we get calls and things sometimes, but it's still, when you see end results, that's what makes it worthwhile. And for those who supported me now, the last 8 years, I do appreciate that. And what I said the first time I made a statement is I will always cast votes on what I think is best and what I think is right. So thank you again for all those who support me.
I would like to say thank you to my family as well. Thank you for all the supporters that came out and voted for me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to continue to serve you. I'm sorry I'm not able to be there with you, but I took my oath last week. But again, thank God for allowing me to be here in this position, and I'm going to continue working hard and doing the best to showcase what's right for the public schools of Robeson County. Thank you again.
And I just want to I'm Crystal Monroe, and I want to thank my District 6 for all the support, and my family and the whole community, just not the whole public schools of Robeson County. I just want to say thank you to everybody.
Okay, thank you. And again, as Mr. Terry just said, he did take his oath of office on Tuesday, Patty, if I remember correct on that. So again, congratulations to all of our board members on being re-elected. We look forward to your continued service to the students and to the county of Robeson. At this time, we'll recognize and install our new elected board members. Judge Bell. And Mr. Christy Seal, we'll start with you.
So I got Ms. Fields on top, so we'll start with her. Did all of y'all ride in one car?
We are family.
We are family. All right, that's good. All right, if you'll raise your right hand and the same procedure, I'll say aye, you say your name, I'll read the rest of the paragraph, then ask you to say I do, okay? I state your name.
Christy Fields.
Do solemnly affirm that I will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office as a member of the Public Schools of Robeson County Board of Education. So help me God. If you agree, say I do.
I do.
I state your name.
Christy Fields.
Do solemnly and sincerely affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and that I will faithfully bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, and that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, to the best of my knowledge and ability, so help me God. If you agree, say I do.
I do.
I state your name.
Christy Fields.
Further affirm that I will well and truly execute the duties of the office as a member of the Public Schools of Robeson County Board of Education, according to the best of my skill and ability, according to law, so help me God. If you agree, say I do.
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Hold on, I gotta get this from my family. Hold on, family. Don't fall apart. You guys can come here. I know I'm lost. All right. Some of y'all might have to stand on your tippy toes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to serve the public schools of Robeson County and will do my very best to serve to the best of my ability and with the intentions of growing us and making us successful because you matter to me. I am homegrown. I was Robeson County bred, and when I die, I'll be Robeson County dead. Thank you.
That was the Tar Heel fight song. All right, if same procedure, your family's coming up. All right, raise your right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm that I will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office as a member of the Public Schools of Robeson County Board of Education. So help me God. If you agree, say I do. I state your name. Do solemnly and sincerely affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, to the best of my knowledge and ability. So help me God. If you agree, say I do. I state your name. Further affirm that I will well and truly execute the duties of the office as a member of the Public Schools of Robeson County Board of Education according to the best of my skill and ability, according to law. So help me God. If you agree, say I do. Congratulations.
So I just wanted to thank my family. First and foremost, the Lord for putting the desire to, seek this seat. And, I want to thank the folks at District 7 for supporting me as well. Appreciate it.
And again, congratulations to everyone re-elected and newly elected board members. At this time, we move to election of the board chair for the 24-25 academic school year. I will now open the floor for any nominations to serve as chairman of the Robeson County Board of Education. Floor is open for nominations.
Mr. Superintendent,
Yes,
I'd like to nominate Mr. Craig Lowry for board chair.
okay. We have a motion and a second on the floor to nominate Mr. Craig Lowry for board chair. Is there another nomination? Mr. Simmons,
Mr. Superintendent, I'd like to nominate Mr. Vontae Leach for chair.
is there a second? And a second to that. Any other nominations? I will entertain a motion to close the nomination process with said names. Can I get a motion for that? Is there a
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Any opposes? Ayes have it. Then we will proceed with the vote. The vote will happen in two ways. One is we will ask for a raise of hands so we can take a physical count, but also we will use the yea and nay process that keeps us in line with our board policy. Any questions? Great, great. We did receive the name of Mr. Craig Lowry as the first nomination on the floor. So at this time, I will ask this your pleasure. All those in favor of Mr. Craig Lowry serving as our board chair for the 24-25 academic school year, let it be known, one, by saying yea or nay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposes? If you raise your hand that we can have physical count, please. All those in favor, raise your hand. Patty, if you give the count for us. Mr. Terry, I see your hands up. Okay, you have the count, Patty? Great. At this time, we'll go through the same process with Mr. Vontae Leach process. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Any opposes? Can we do a physical hand count? Hands raised for Ms. Vontae Leach. Patty, if you'll get a count for us, please. Okay. Good, good. Patty, share our numbers. Okay. Okay. And the hand count verifies that 6 for Mr. Vontae Leach to serve as chair and 5 for Mr. Craig Lowry to serve as chair. So again, now we say congratulations to our new board chair for 24-25, Mr. Vontae Leach. And if you come and take your seat, please. Chair, I would give way at this time for you to make any comment that you want to make. We're excited about your opportunity to serve.
Just like I like to thank the fellow board members for your vote of confidence to vote me as the chair. I got some tough shoes to follow. Our last 2 chairs has been great, did a great job for us. I'm looking forward to leading the board and moving the school system, continue to move the school system in the right direction. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, at this time, I would hand it off to you for election of the vice chair for the Public Schools of Robeson County Board of Education for the 24-25 academic school year.
Now the nominations is open for the vice chair. All right, any others? We know we got the first and we got the second for Mr. Craig. Any other nominations? Is there a second? All right, we hear the nominations. The first one, Mr. Craig Lowry, and the second one is Mr. Trey Britt. All right, so now we're gonna, same way, we're gonna do the official count, yay and nay, and we're also gonna raise our hands, be in line with our with our board policy. All right, since Mr. Craig was first, go by saying yay or nay. All right, can we get an official hand count, raising our hands? And I see you, Mr. Terry, you had your hand up also. All right. Now, for Mr. Trey Britt, go by saying yay or nay. Can we get a official count with your hands up? Five. So did you, Ms. Patty, you get the official count?
Okay. Mr. Chairman, if I might note, just for our policy, if there is a tie, and there was at 5-5, then our policy clearly states the board chair can take a vote at that point to break a tie or make a tie. And for it to be noted that the chair did make a vote to break a tie, according to our policy. Congratulations, Mr. Britt, as vice chair.
Yes, go ahead. Right.
Any board members who just took their oath or reaffirmed their oath should go sign their oath of office in front of Judge Bell at this time.
No. Okay, so where are we at? Stop.
Everybody sign. All right. We're gonna, you got, your mic is on. Mr. Craig has some comments. Did something. Good. Screen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just very briefly, I'd like to thank those that voted for me for chairman and vice chairman. Thank you.
Mr. Henry, Mr. Henry.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion for adoption of the agenda.
All right, Mr. Terry got a question? I didn't mute. Yeah, unmute yourself, Terry.
Sorry, every board or every committee that I've ever been a part of has the chair and who's ever in charge of that, which would be, in this case, the superintendent. At their monthly meetings, they give a report. So if you would like to consider giving a monthly report for whenever you start your full term, I guess, in July, I would like for you to, Mr. Chairman, consider doing a monthly report and having the superintendent do a monthly report as well. Because as a board, we talk a lot about coming together and being on the same page. So in order for us to really truly come together and be on the same page, the board chairman and the superintendent you need to consider doing that monthly report so we can be on that same page. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Henry. So a motion been made by Mr. Henry for the adoption of the agenda. Motion in second. All in favor say aye. All opposed? All right, a motion to approve the open session minutes. All right, we have a motion in a second. All in favor? All opposed? Now we're going to move right on to information items, and the next thing is public comments, and we have none. So we're going to move right along to the National Beta Club. Oh, we have one? Did it sign up? I thought we didn't have one.
Patty, did we have any public? We didn't have any. No, Patty, did we receive it in time at the cutoff date? Okay.
I'm sorry. Can you? I'm sorry. Then can you state your name, and you will have 3 minutes. And you got a timer. All right.
Okay, my name is Ulma Kane, and I'm here to propose adding Tower Gardens to the school district. And so what basically Tower Gardens is, it's an aeroponic indoor growing system. And so it's going to teach students from pre-K to 12th grade how to grow indoors. It's a self-watering. It teaches different ways of growing food, vegetables, any type of things you can grow in a traditional soil. You can do it in a classroom. And it also comes with a curriculum, and it's easy to implement with the curriculum that is already used with Robeson County Schools. It also promotes healthy eating. It also promotes biology, and it's easy to implement with any math, technology, engineering, and math. And so I also have left some information for each council member. One of them is called Speak for Results That Speak for Themselves, School Gardens, and what our education partners say. So I'm originally from here, Lumberton, North Carolina, but I have moved to Greensboro and I was able to implement the Tower Gardens in the school systems there. And so now I want to bring it home and be able to partner with the schools and bring it here. Thank you.
Thank you. So we're going to move right along on information items to National Beta Club Convention winners, Dr. Wendy Dorsey Carr.
Good evening, Chairman Leach, Superintendent, and board members. We'd like to announce the National Elementary or National Beta Convention winners. So I'm going to name those winners that we had this year. For Elementary National Convention at Pembroke Elementary School for accessorized design, we had accessorized design in third place. Pembroke Elementary School Service Learning Showcase Elementary, third place. Zoe Hunt, Pembroke Elementary School Fiber Arts Elementary, fourth place. Eli Hammonds, Pembroke Elementary School Digital Art Elementary, fourth place. Raylan Hunt, Pembroke Elementary School Hand Drawn AME Elementary, 10th place. And St. Paul's Elementary School Beta Service, 6th place. For the Junior National Beta Convention, we had Terrell McNeil from South Robeson Middle School, Student Officer Secretary. James Bullard, Union Elementary School, Jewelry Junior, 2nd place. Gazelle Rodriguez, Red Springs Middle School, Spanish, 8th grade, 7th place. For our Senior National Beta Convention, we had Garcina Parker, PSRC Early College at RCC, Language Arts, 10th grade, 3rd place. Amaya Bullard, Purnell Sweat High School, Jewelry Division, 2nd, 5th place. Faye Talento Rayon, Early College, On-Site Drawing Division 1, 9th grade. And Alexis Lowry, Purnell Sweat High School, Performing Arts Senior, Solo, Duo, Trio, Vocalist, 10th place. So we'd just like to recognize them for the great achievement they had at the National Convention.
Dr. Emanuel?
Recognizing these children again when school starts, so bring them before the board and let them be recognized, because that's really an honor. And I would ask you all if you'd consider doing that. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to come before you this evening. The Beta Club was something that 22 years ago, I was handed at my school and told to do it. And I didn't know a whole lot about it. I found a box. I realized that there was such a thing as a state convention. And back then we didn't register online. It was a notebook. It was about this big that you had to register by December for. Since then, I've grown to love Beta Club. I was a Beta Club member in high school. And our Beta Club in the public schools of Robeson County has taken off, especially in the last few years with Dr. Williamson as our superintendent, because he was adamant that our school system become a school of distinction. And so, Dr. Williamson, I thank you for putting your support and the board behind our North Carolina Junior Beta Club. The motto of Junior Beta Club is let us lead by serving others, and the 4 pillars are character, leadership, service, and achievement. It is something that's been dear to my heart. I've seen many state officers, but this year was a first for me. It was a very emotional national convention in Savannah, Georgia, because for the first time since I've been a Beta Club sponsor, the state of North Carolina, not just the public schools of Robeson County, had the honor of having a national junior officer. I do recognize that there was one the very first year of the National Junior Convention in 1997, and we no longer even have the chaplain position, and that was what that person was elected to. But in our first year with a real Beta Club at South Robeson Middle School, we not only secured the state secretary, but Terrell McNeil went to nationals and won the position of National Junior Beta Secretary. Among his duties will be traveling to other state conventions, speaking to them, and working to help run those state conventions. He'll be attending leadership summits, and he will also be helping to run the national convention in Orlando, Florida next year in 2025. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with Terrell, and going forward, I hope that we have such continued success. I do want to say it's a testament to our club as well, because they put forth a lot of effort into campaigning for him, putting on a skit. His theme was Make Beta One Happy Family, so it was a take on Medea. And so if any of you have had a chance to check it out online, it was a funny skit, and it was something that got the crowd going. We were doing one of those little ghost tours down the streets of Savannah at the convention, and I've never seen a more popular candidate. There were children from Texas and Georgia and every other state you could think of that were on the streets screaming for Terrell, and this wasn't even at the convention. We couldn't even get out of the convention hall because states wanted to take their picture with Terrell. They were jumping up and down, screaming, and it was no easy task. Not only did he have to put on his campaign, get through one round of elections, but on the final day, they took the top 3 candidates, and he had to do a grueling 6-minute question and answer period with the other 2 candidates that were in the top 3. And he was by far the most popular and the most well-received and the most genuine. So today, in recognition of your appointment as secretary for the National Junior Beta Club for the 24-25 school year, the Public Schools of Robeson County congratulates you on this distinguished honor.
Please.
Good job, Jamie. Good job.
So here we give you opportunity.
Oh, I took a shower right before I put on my phone.
Say something.
Okay. I did not know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, excuse me.
You set me up for this. Thank you, guys. Hey, thank you for everything. Okay, I'm done.
That says it all, right? I'm appreciative of the opportunity that the Public Schools of Robeson County provided for him to be in this position, recognized at the national level. In our strategic plan, we make it very clear that we want the Public Schools of Robeson County to be a part of every national conversation, and you have added to the success of that plan. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Got one more? All right, Dr. Wendy Dorsey Carr, got one more?
So,
Dr. Carr, before you go, can I say, so if we need a definition of the work that we do, we just got a definition of the work that we do and why we do the work. Yep.
After Ms. Carr, then you.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mr. Craig, okay.
Hold on, okay. It's got EC provider contracts list this year. Our staff here reviewed all those contracts and they were reviewed by the lawyer.
Yes,
And that's this stack we got here.
yes, you got a copy, but we are asking for pending board lawyer review for one more time, just to make sure
Okay.
we have everything.
Okay, well, based on her recommendation, I would make a motion that we accept that, these contracts based on pending lawyer review.
All right, it's been properly, Mr. Craig, a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? All right, question. Hold on, Ms. Christie, a question. Hold on.
Okay, so I reviewed the contracts and the language doesn't seem to be consistent. So my question is, the contracts that are for speech pathology, for audiology, and for the different groups, are they given a template from the public schools? So
There's either a template or there's a rider. So we work with our lawyers based to make sure that we have all the components that are necessary for each of our contracts.
and then there are contracts that have strike-throughs but no initials. So we are going to vet that. That is one of the things we're going to vet with the attorney to make sure.
Right, and so we had one in there that is corrected in here, and that's why we gave you this updated list. There's no strike-throughs on the actual contracts.
Okay, and then the dates are different. So
The dates are different based on when they need to start. For some of them, we have extended school year, and they'll need to provide services during this extended school year, so we have to add those dates into it.
And
But they're all for just this school year.
And the extended school year includes the summer, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
It does.
So we had a motion and we had a second, and we did vote on it. So I think the ayes have it. So it's gonna go to the lawyer, getting the lawyer review and stuff. The financial report by Ms. Erica Setzer.
Thank you.
Good evening, Chairman Leach, Superintendent Dr. Williamson, and board members. You know, I normally always have the information in your packet, but luckily I was able to take a vacation much needed last week, so I was not present to get everything in your packet, but I have presented the June financial report, and I can answer any questions at this time. If you would prefer to move it to action next meeting, that is fine. It doesn't have to be approved this meeting. But it is as presented.
Mr. John?
Ms. Erica, has anything new been added?
No, sir.
I make a motion to approve.
There's been a motion and a second on the table. All in favor, say aye. All opposed?
I'm going to ask to recuse myself, Monte, because I don't have that information in front of me.
All right, Mr. Terry, we'll get someone also to email you a copy of this so you'll have it
Yes,
in
yes,
your
sir.
files.
We sure will.
All right, appreciate it. Mr. Terry recused himself from the vote. That will be noted.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, if I may, and Erica, will you share with the board, we had to transmit our financials to DPI, and so we're able to close out this fiscal year, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We had a pretty uneventful closeout. Everything got picked up over the weekend. They started processing on July the 1st, and everything on our side looks really good so far this year.
I do want to say again, thank you to Ms. Erica. She's really done an outstanding job of using our ESSA funds to help us to be able to close out this year. We're all going to be challenged next year. There's no question. Every public schools system will be. We met today in cabinet, and at the end of the day, the conversation was with ESSA funds, we had right at $400 million to operate on this year, 399 million.
Correct.
Next year, we go back to what?
Around $235 million.
Okay.
So the ESSER funding was a tremendous financial impact on the public schools, with ESSER 3 alone being over $100 million.
Okay, so we want everybody to be mindful of that there's a major difference in terms of 400 million and 234.
Mr. Trey Britt, then we're gonna have Mr. Craig Larry. Okay, Mr. Craig?
Mr. Chairman and Dr. Williamson, I think, I don't know how to do it, but we're going to need to repeatedly remind folks that that money is not there anymore. Because there's a lot of things that's been done in the last couple of years that people just, they didn't know where that money came from. So we're gonna have to constantly remind people that we're gonna be short as far as doing some things that we were able to do. And again, I want to thank Ms. Erica, and I need to ask you a question, Ms. Erica. You took vacation, which I was aware of. Before you left, you said you didn't get us this report. Did all our people get paid?
Yes, sir, absolutely. I
Okay,
wouldn't have
there
left
you go.
otherwise.
There you go, as she always does. Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
That's it. All right, Mr.
I move that the Board of Education for the Public Schools of Robeson County go into closed session for the purposes of discussing certified and classified personnel, North Carolina General Statutes 143-318.11A1 and 6, and to discuss the State versus Locklear Jr., and to consult with attorney retained by the board in order to preserve the attorney-client privilege between the attorney and the Board of Education for the Public Schools of Robeson County, North Carolina General Statutes 143-318.11A1 and 3.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor? All right, closed session.
come out of closed session.
Got a motion to come out of closed session by Mr. Trey Britt. We got a second by Ms. Krista Monroe. All in favor? Aye. All right. Motion to accept the closed session minutes. A motion by Mr. Melissa Ocean and a second by Mr. Trey Britt. All in favor? Ayes got it. A motion. We got a motion to approve a classified and certified personnel as presented. We got a second by Mr. Henry Brewer. All in favor? Ayes have it. Anything else? I got a motion adjourned by Ms. Melissa Ocean. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. John Simmons. All in favor, say aye. All right, motion, meeting adjourned.